The body that I had and was when I was 20 is different than the woman that I am today at 47. But it's okay to let go of some things and to keep some things in your wardrobe and in your style as you write your style story. That's all about making sure that what's in your closet is what's going to make you feel beautiful and confident, and things that you feel like you want to wear and not have to wear to be trendy. Hey sugar, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Ro the Black Magnolia, your favorite bougie babe, bringing you all your bougie but budget-friendly tips and faves. A little bit of everything in between. Today's video is all about the 10 things that I will not be wearing as a woman over 40, almost 50, not because of my age, but because I just don't wanna. I mean, that's one of the fun parts about being in your 40s. You just stop doing stuff you don't wanna do. But I will also be giving you alternatives to those things that I will not be wearing anymore, because I can't just leave you in the lurch like that. I would never do that to you. So let's get into it. Number one, low-rise jeans. Do you remember when your mom used to say nothing good happens after midnight? Well, nothing good happens after the belly button. I've had 5 babies, and I can tell you without hesitation that there are parts on the sides of me and in the front that will run screaming at the first sign of a 5-inch zipper. I've got a long torso and long legs, and when I wear low-rise jeans, it looks like a system error occurred, and I look boxy, flat, I don't know, but it just doesn't work for me. I've got all that extra skin that kind of sits out on the side, and that baby apron that we get after we've had a few that will just spill over like a chocolate fountain when I wear low-rise jeans. And I don't see any reason why I should subject myself or anybody in public to things like that. It's just unseemly. So my alternative, high-rise jeans like these, or a mid-rise with tummy control. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put recommendations down in the description box below for you of my favorite alternatives that will work for you as alternatives to these 10 things. Number 2 is the corset top that looks like an unbuttoned bodysuit that just kind of sits, it looks like this. This is what it looks like. No, 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 no. I have this irrational fear of like wearing a bodysuit, going to the restroom, coming out and not having buttoned it, and it's like sitting on the front or the back like a tail. I have not done it yet, but I am deathly afraid that that will be the case. And I feel like this corset top is just the actualization of all of that fear, all just rolled up into one unsightly outfit. I'm not gonna be doing that. My alternative, a full corset top or bodysuit that buttons all the way and tucks in. I love the look of this one. I probably got 2 or 3 corset tops that I love, and if I can find them in my closet, I'll go ahead and put them up here for you to take a look at as well. They've got really beautiful detailing on them. They give that really sexy, sleek look that I love, but I don't have to spend the entire night looking down thinking that I have made a grave error. Number 3, overly distressed denim or overly distressed clothes of any kind. Just looks very unfinished to me, and it's just not something that I love. I have this pair of denim shorts. I wore them today, actually. I kind of debated with myself on whether or not I wanted to, but they have been my favorites for a very long time. But now when I put my hand in the pocket, it can, like, I can wave at people. I don't want to look like I got into a fight with 8 cats and a paper shredder. I don't want my outfit to look that way. I don't want it to look unfinished or undone. And it always seems that without fail, whenever I have anything distressed, it always starts to unravel or stuff starts to come apart. And then I get worried that it's gonna get ruined. Not my thing. My alternative, light distressing or no distressing at all. This is actually a pair of lightly distressed white denim jeans that I have that I love. They're not too distressed, but at the same time, they still give that really cool, relaxed look. They're super comfortable, and I think they get the job done. I like a much more tailored look, and I think I'm gonna keep my little ripped up Daisy Dukes for doing things around the house or for painting. And number 4, clothes that are ill-fitting, clothes that are either too tight or oversized. I've got this one bodysuit that I absolutely love, and it's just like a little bit too small. And every time I put it on, like 30 or 40 minutes in, my crotch goes numb. And that is an odd feeling, to say the least. And every time I go to grab it out of my closet, I think it was like a one-off that happened. It doesn't fit. Be done. And the same is true with clothes that are too baggy. If I wear clothes that are too baggy, I may not have an issue with numbness, but I will have an issue with shapelessness. And I don't like that. I don't like looking shapeless and frumpy. My alternative, clothes that are tailored to me. And I actually do take my clothes to the tailor to have them fitted to me. So I'm not out buying bespoke clothing, having things made. I just don't have the money for things like that. But what I do have the money for is to take clothes that I find that I love and have them fitted to me. I recently had 3 pairs of pants, 1 skirt, and 1 pair of jeans tailored to fit me better. I've lost a little bit of weight, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna lose wear with those things in my closet, and I didn't want to just like cinch a belt on things and kind of look like I was wearing a denim hefty bag. So I took those things to the tailor and I had them fitted to me. And now it looks like they were made for me because they actually fit to my specific measurements, and I love that. So number 4, get your clothes tailored. Number 5, micro mini skirts. I make noises when I bend over, and the joints are not what they used to be. The thought of having to bend over and protect my knees and my cheeks at the same time, that's stressful. That is very stressful. So my alternative to that is a mid-thigh or a mid-rise mini. I love a good mini skirt. I like to make sure I am showing off a little slice of sexy, but not the whole cheesecake. Number 6, outdated floral prints. I don't love this kind of floral at all. This looks like a tablecloth. I don't like this kind of floral. You shouldn't either. I mean, who am I to say what you should and shouldn't like? I don't like it. But what I do like is this. Think a more fresh alternative to florals. Floral but not flowery and not so stuffy. Think more whimsy and less frolic. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's what comes to mind for me. 7, wearing too much jewelry. All of the fashion experts say that after you're dressed and you put on all of your accessories, take one thing off, because you've usually got at least one thing too many on. So put it all on and then take it off. I do love a good armful of bracelets sometimes though. I love the sound that it makes. However, sometimes it can be a bit much. I don't like to wear a full matching set like bracelet, necklace, earrings, rings. I don't like it when it all matches. I like to mix it up a little bit. And like I've said in videos in the past, accessories have always kind of been an afterthought for me, and I usually just stick to what I'm usually wearing. But because I'm branching out a little bit more and trying to add more accessories into my rotation, I tend to go a little bit overboard. So I do follow that rule of getting all of my accessories on and then taking at least one thing off as my alternative to wearing too much jewelry. Keep it simple. Let one piece be the statement in what you're wearing and let everything else complement it. And if everything else gets to be a little bit too much, just take one thing away. Number 8 on my list of things that I will not be wearing in my 40s, a wardrobe full of neutrals. I'm gonna mix it up and add in pops of color as I see fit. My reds, my greens, my blues, love. But don't get me wrong, I love a sleek, all white, all beige, all black moment. I can get into it with the rest of them. However, that being the only thing that I wear, it's just so
very boring.
So my alternative, adding in my pops of color as often as possible and as often as I feel and see necessary. And what's in right now? Lots of day glow. I have always loved day glow. It's a lot, but I think if done properly, it can be very tasteful and it's really beautiful. And my reds, my greens, and my blues, I love golds, I love silvers. I think that there are so many fun ways that you can mix up a wardrobe full of neutrals with some really bright pops of color. It doesn't even have to be another piece of clothing. It can be a handbag, it can be shoes, it can be a hair accessory, a belt, any number of things. So my alternative to a wardrobe full of neutrals, adding in pops of color. Number 9, round toe flats. A very specific kind of round toe flat though. This style. I was in love with these. I was obsessed with these Tory Burch ballet flats for so very long, and everything Tory Burch that had this really pronounced round toe. And it's just not really my thing anymore. I'm not into it. I don't think that they're necessarily a bad thing. I'm just not obsessed anymore. And so my alternative to the round toe flat, Mary Jane's or square toe flats. These are some options here. These are really beautiful, love them. I do still have like 2 or 3 pair of these in my closet, just because I know eventually they're gonna come back around and I'm gonna still love them. But for now, I'm gonna stick to my pointy toe flats and my Mary Jane's. And number 10, and the last thing that I will not be wearing as an over 40, almost 50, stilettos. Now, not as a hard, fast rule, because I do love me a good 6-inch heel. I just do. But as situationally appropriate, that is how I will wear my stilettos. My alternative to my stilettos, a respectable 4-inch heel or a kitten heel. I think those get the job done just as well. Like I said earlier in the video, the knees are not what they used to be. So I'm going to protect the knees and I'm going to wear fewer stilettos. I'll wear them every once in a while because I have a closet full of stilettos. So now I am building a new shoe wardrobe that has a lot more flats, that has a lot more kitten heels, and that has a lot more 3 to 4 inch heels in them. And I really do love them. And I think that they're a great alternative. It still gives me that sleek, sexy look that I want with my legs, but it also doesn't have me like walking around like a baby deer, because now that my knees are not great anymore because of my joints and such, it makes it so much easier for me, and I still get to feel lovely and get that nice long length on my leg, but I'm not traipsing around in my stilettos. And those are the 10 things that I will not be wearing anymore as a woman in her 40s, almost in her 50s, and the 10 alternatives that I have for you. And if you haven't already, sugar, make sure you head down to that subscription button, click it, turn on your notification bell. That way you will never ever miss an upload. And that's it. That's everything that I have for you. I feel like every 10 years, I really need to take like a long, hard look at what I'm wearing, how I'm dressing, if the trends or the things that I've tried to work into my wardrobe are things that I still like, things that I still want to keep, and decide whether or not there are things that I need to change in my wardrobe. We don't look at our wardrobes as sustainable anymore when they should be. Really, everything shouldn't be, I buy something and I wear it once and get rid of it in 6 months and then have to go buy all new things. That shouldn't be the way that we are building our wardrobes. We should be building wardrobes that are going to be sustainable. And quite frankly, the woman in the body that I had and was when I was 20 is different than the woman that I am today at 47. So learning that it's okay to let go of some things and to keep some things in your wardrobe and in your style as you write your style story. That's all about making sure that what's in your closet is what's going to make you feel beautiful and confident, and things that you feel like you want to wear and not have to wear to be trendy. Wear what speaks to you, what makes you comfortable. And if you have yet to write your style story and are still trying to figure out what that looks like for you, go ahead and watch this video right down here. Because in that video, I'll help you define your style and figure out what 3 words will encapsulate exactly who you are when it comes to fashion and get you on the road to writing your style story. So enjoy that one and then come back around for some more, and I will see you in the next video.